We play against Zoro. In mirror, we would like to go first to deploy 5 cost Marco first. Here is a small problem that we have only one searcher, so our first turn is basically nothing. But we have Fire Fist to answer the board, so I will keep this hand, draw down, pass here, and next turn we will play Dadan to search for some one drop, hopefully buggy, like our opponent here, starting the game with the buggy. Immediately draw Jet Pistol, followed by Iso, and they are getting Marco as well, so big advantage for our opponent. This is interesting, but I think we still just attack for 5k, then play Dadan, hope for the buggy, send everything else to the bottom, play buggy, 2 bodies on board. Unfortunately, we are not so lucky as our opponent. Maybe put 2Ks on top, in case we dig so deep, but I don't think so. And we pass. So next turn, very easy. We would like to play Marco, pop buggy. If for whatever reason they decide to attack with Iso, then we attack into Iso, but here probably our opponent will spend the turn still developing bodies. Here comes Iso. 6k swing, 5k swing. How do we answer here? Do we really have time to play Flamenco down? Probably not, but 5k is okay to take here because we are countering the next one with 2k anyway. Sure, so no block here. We just counter with 2k and all is good again. Okay, we draw. We have only slash characters on board, so nothing we can do here with our attacks. We will just push a simple 5k phase, see if they take, and then follow with Marco. Probably next turn they will answer with Marco as well, killing our buggy, but we cannot do anything about it. Okay, they counter with Iso actually, maybe don't need another searcher. We deploy our bird and buggy is gone. Let's now see if our opponent does the same. They can play some reducer as well. Okay, we have 5k here, and it's interesting because on the one hand we will give him easy advantage, on the other hand we can just use Flamenco here and Fire Fist the board next turn, but then we are in the disadvantage actually. So let's take the 5k here, but on the other hand, do we really need to? Because we can still pay 2-3 into 7 down and still do some swings. So I think it's actually correct to declare no blockers here and just use a counter in case our opponent decide not to play Marco, but they obviously played him. We draw here, and now let me think, because we have some options. So first of all, I think we really want to play our searcher here. Okay, we have some interesting picks. So we have another Marco. Another Marco is huge. So we return the cards here, and I think that we can actually play it this way. We will attach one down to our leader, push the 6k here, and push 7k, and pop Sanikun. And even though we still have Fire Fist, we didn't use it. I think it's much more beneficial for us to use Marco early, having a body on board, than playing some kind of different play. And our opponent goes for the life for 7k. Sure, we will take this one, getting back into hand, that's unfortunate. Now, here is a problem, because we are getting 7k into face, and we have only events in hand. So let's take this one as well, we get Otama, and now it's a big decision from our opponent. They might attach us again and go 7k, and we cannot take it, so no blocker. We use our Otama, we use the done here to stay alive. Okay, 2 dons open, maybe foreshadowing for the Red Hawk to kill one of our 5k characters. Let me see here. So we go like that. We probably want to chase this Zoro a little bit. Just be careful with the Red Hawk. Some Zoro players might play it, and because they have dons open, we are just going slowly here, one by one. Okay, we know that we want to Fire Fist this turn anyway. The question is, what will be the target? We have still 2 life. We have guard point, so I think it will be safe to play Buggy at the end, and we will see what we draw. So now we will go, probably the smartest decision would be to still push 6 into Zoro, see how they react, because we really want to leave board almost empty just to be safe. Okay, we have a guard point here, then we can push another 7. It's gone. Then we go into life, no reason pushing Marco here, and we still have some action. We play Buggy down, unfortunately we whiff, so nothing useful here, and we go with Fire Fist just to be sure that the only way that we can lose here is from Rusher. Now let's count a little bit. They have 10 dons, so what can they do? They can attach one here, they can go 7 to check us, but then we guard, so let's assume it will be 8k swing, so minus 2 don. Minus 2 don, it would mean 8 dons open. They can play Zoro for free. It will be down to 5, so we can still lose, but our opponent decides to go for Marco here, and we know that they have still Jet Pistol in hand. So now the question is, how much do we want to actually guard it? And we don't know if they have some rushers, so it's interesting. And they can still play blocker Marco for next turn, and then we have Fire Fist to play around blocker Marco if they have him in hand. So I would actually let Marco go here, don't defend, because we don't have a lot of information here. 9 don is still a lot. Anything can happen here. Play some rusher and so on, and we still have 2 attacks. So if they play some kind of blockers here, we can still try and push next turn. Or the other hand, if they don't have the rushers, then we still have a lot of attacks to pressure next turn. So let's give up Marco here. Obviously, if they have Fire Fist now, then our board is empty and we lose the game, but nothing we can do here about it. So we must let him go. And they play blocker Marco as expected. We draw, we have Radical Beam, beautiful draw. Now the question is, do we push for the game? 2 dons open again, so I think it's safe to assign Don in advance. Do we want to Fire Fist though? Do we really want to We are getting rid of Roronoa Zoro, that's for sure. We are getting rid, or we are getting rid of Marco. So I think only one target that we can get rid of, and we want to keep our events. So 3, we can attach one more Dawn, so it will be probably 7k from Zoro. So let me see if they let Zoro go. They counter here. Another attack. No, it's a big one. Oh, a red hole. Okay, finally. So now we can attach one. Check for 7. Marco is gone, but resurrected. Sure. And now is big decision. Like, we must get rid of one of them, probably. Let me think. 6k. Guard. Whatever. Guard and 2. How can they divide? 1 on here. 2 here. Go 9. We take. They are left with 7. So they need to attach 7. They need to attach 4 here, correct? 3. 3 here for 9. We take. They can go 11 or they can go 5, 5. And maybe even go for the board. Depends. But they can still go for the board. Okay, this one is tough. I think I would like to bite them actually. So end here and try to bite them to finish the game here. It depends. If they are smart, they will just go for the board probably. We give them guard point here for sure. Because we don't know if they have Rusher in hand. Like right now, this is a big one. Because right now they have only slash characters here. The only special attribute is Marco. Okay, 6k. If we take 6k, they can divide half-half, and it will be 4, 5, right? So we have 10, 10. So no way that we can guard one of them, but they can still have some rush character, right? Luffy for 5. Then they are left with 4 dons. They can attach 2 for Luffy. They can also use Roronoa Zoro, so I think it's... is it correct here though? We can get jet pistol trigger, I think. So even if they go half-half, we should be okay. Ah, it's not a jet pistol. Okay, that's tough. Now 6k. This one we must counter. There is no other way. Now it's interesting. Do they have any rush? That's the question here. They invest, no attacks. Oh, they have 2 jet pistols. That's crazy. Okay, now we need a rusher. No cards. Okay. And we don't get any rusher. That's unfortunate. On the other hand, we get a guard point. So our option here, basically no option. I mean, or can we defend half-half? If this is Fairy Doll, but I think we saw already Fairy Doll. I'm not sure. Okay, this is our only option. So basically, basically we go here. Right, no cards in hand. So we go 6k. They probably block whatever. Okay. And then we have one Fairy Doll in hand. That's disgusting. Okay, so we go Fire Fist. We sacrifice Fairy Doll. And we kill Marco. And unfortunately, only Marco. And now it depends. Like, we pass, sure. And if this is Fairy Doll, or some kind of crazy event, then we win. But if it's not, okay, we have 9k, obviously we cannot. Fairy Doll. And it's Roronoa Zoro. A little bit late. Maybe it would be better to take life next turn a little bit more. It was unfortunate. Okay, let's go rematch. We lose. Some mistakes in this game, like really big mistakes. Okay, they go first. This time we go second. We don't have searchers. That's a bummer, but we have Flamenco. We have Marco on curve. Let's keep. We have good curve. We are drawing cards. So let's see if we do anything better this time. Draw. Just play Flamenco and pass. Let's see. And they have guard point already from Buggy. Nice search. But yeah, if I was expecting... The problem is that it could have been a rush character. If I go to 0, it might be tough. Okay, so 5k, potentially some attack with Buggy, but I still take guard point. No trigger. Okay, they spam the board. Beautiful opening from our opponent, and we are in trouble here. Actually, do we want to Fire Fist here? Probably not, because we don't have anything to play. Oh, it's tough. We can play our Zoro. We can play Flamenco in case they play something crazy. The problem is if they have Marco in hand, then our next turn our Flamenco dies. So much rather 5k life. Okay, give him a card. Play Zoro and pass. And by doing that, okay, we might lose Flamenco. Okay, we knew about it, but we still have Zoro to contest, and we know no additional attacks are coming, so we can actually counter here, because we know what happens next turn. Draw. Okay, some interesting draw here. And again, we are going only for 5k here. We keep Fire Fist. We go Marco to kill Buggy and keep one open. And now we wait and see how they assign the attacks, because attacks will be coming for sure. So first thing, I don't think that we are going to use Makino, so we use her. Another one we probably take, because 7k we can defend with guard point. Maybe some lucky trigger. No trigger. Okay. What next? They jet pistol Marco. They really want to chase Marco at this point. Okay. We use event. We have 2k and event if we really want to. I think it's okay. So we use one guard point. We would use it anyway. And I think it's good here because we don't really need Otama anyway. So no blocks here. Just go with Otama. The only problem here is that we kind of want the Fire Fist, but let's give him a guard point. Okay, now it's a big turn. Now it's a big turn. We must clear, but there is also Marco. Okay, let's search first, just to be sure. If we have some options, we found Buggy. Buggy is good. Put Zoro on top, just in case. Play Buggy to see if we have an event, and that's perfect here. So we can Fire Fist 2 of them if we want to. We keep Jozu in hand probably anyway, or set up some push next turn because they have only 5 cards. And let's check first if they can save Marco. Because it depends now. Okay. Now, do you have any events? It's a big one. Do you have a guard point? Sure. I think we still want to push into Marco actually. Maybe not needed. Let's clear Raccoon and he will be left only with 2 attacks. So we go Fire Fist and leave it like that. We can still use our characters to push into Marco. We only have 1 card, so our Marco probably dies. That's why going first in this matchup is so good. But it seems that our opponent really want to push us here. It's really nice. Nice push. Maybe some rusher for the next turn, I'm not sure. Or yeah, okay. Nice setup. So for sure we need to find some defensive event. Or we might do something even better. Oh, that's a big one. So it depends what they have in hand. If they have Rush Zoro in hand or Luffy, then we are in trouble. But if they don't, then we are clearing the board here. I think if they did have anything, then Jozu would be unnecessary here. But here is a big problem. We are not guaranteed another event from Buggy, and it's really risky to pick Fire Fist here. So you go defensive, we play it safe. We attach 1 here. And we start with 8k. Just to see if they have anything in hand. If they are able to save the Zoro here. Because next turn we are taking half probably. Okay, guard point. So 6, 7, 8. Let's see. It's an investment, sure, but we are checking for events. Okay, that's good. Now, next turn, 10 dons, half, okay, 5, 5, 10, 10, 10, right? 2, 4, 2, yeah. Okay. So we can still push some damage. That might be incorrect. But I will actually keep this bug in hand. Just to show him the card advantage. Yeah. And now we pass. Let's see if they go for life. The only thing that we die to is probably Fieridon. Radical 2, 4, 8. So we can guard 13. What they can do, they can go 9, and now 6 into 5 is 11. So we have radical into 9, 11, 12. We have exact, and we can bite them. And it can be also Luffy, but it doesn't matter. Double Zoro doesn't matter. Yeah. So let's take it. They think maybe we are bluffing. Okay, that's nice. So 11, okay. So we go into 9, into 11, into 13. And it should be enough. And unfortunately, no game free. Good opponent, good games. In first game, I think I did some misplay. I need to watch the footage to get better, because it wasn't played optimally. There was for sure a window. Yeah, when you lose a match, the best way you can improve, record the game, watch it later, one more time. In every game, win or lose, there is one small window when you made a decision, maybe didn't push life, maybe invested one don too much, anything that could help you to win the game, or even win the game for you. Always look for at least one decision that lost the game for you. And on the other hand, when you win the game, you can analyze your footage and check what your opponent did wrong, or maybe what you did exceptionally well. You did some nice plays, maybe sequencing was really correct, maybe opponent did some misplay that you noticed that you will learn not to do in your next game. So yeah, always improve. Improvement never ends. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take it easy.